Why do women appear in men's dreams? And why did Carl Jung, the great Swiss psychologist, believe that this recurring image is one of the most profound gateways into the human unconscious? Before we begin unraveling this fascinating subject, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now and stay with me until the very end of this video. Because what you are about to learn may not only change the way you interpret your dreams, but also reshape how you understand your relationships, your creativity, and your own hidden inner world. Carl Jung argued that dreams are not random collections of images or meaningless fragments from the day. Instead, they are symbolic communications from the unconscious. Messages that reveal truths about the dreamer that the conscious mind often refuses to acknowledge. And among the most powerful symbols that emerge in a man's dream is the image of a woman. To Jung, this was not surprising, because he believed that within every man exists an inner feminine figure, which he called the Anima, an archetype representing the man's emotional life, his capacity for empathy, imagination, intuition, and even his spiritual connection to life itself. The Anima is not a woman in the literal sense, but a psychological reality and inner presence that reveals itself most vividly in dreams. And when a man dreams of a woman, she is often the embodiment of this Anima, calling him to integrate qualities that he may have neglected or suppressed in his waking life. Jung described the development of the Anima in stages, each stage revealing the level of a man's psychological maturity and his relationship to his unconscious. At the most primitive stage, the Anima may appear as a figure of raw instinct and desire, an object of physical attraction and passion. At the second stage, she may be romanticized, appearing as a beautiful or inspiring figure, a muse who fuels artistic or emotional expression. At the third stage, she becomes more complex, embodying wisdom, intelligence, and a deeper understanding of life. And at the highest stage, she takes on an almost spiritual dimension, appearing as a guide, a goddess, or even a symbolic representation of the soul itself. The way a woman appears in a dream, whether she is supportive, seductive, critical, mysterious, or divine, reveals the dreamer's inner state and the qualities he needs to acknowledge within himself. For example, if a man dreams of being pursued by an angry woman, this may indicate that he has ignored his feelings for too long, and the unconscious is demanding that he face them. If he dreams of a nurturing woman offering guidance, this may suggest that his psyche is helping him tap into intuition and inner strength during a time of transition. If the dream woman appears as a lover or muse, she may represent a call toward creativity or emotional openness. Jung warned that when a man does not recognize his Anima, he projects it outward onto the women in his life, expecting them to carry qualities of care, wisdom, or inspiration that he has not yet accepted within himself, and this can create disappointment, misunderstanding, or conflict in relationships. Dreams, then, are corrective. They remind the dreamer that the qualities he seeks outwardly must also be developed inwardly, that the Anima is not simply out there, in another person, but is an inner reality waiting to be integrated. Jung saw the appearance of women in dreams as central to individuation, the lifelong process of becoming whole, where a person learns to unite the conscious and unconscious aspects of their personality. And through the Anima, men are guided toward a richer, deeper, and more balanced sense of self. Consider, for instance, a dream where a man finds himself lost in a dark forest until a mysterious woman appears and leads him to a path of light. On the surface, this is a simple story, but symbolically it represents the unconscious guiding the dreamer through confusion and uncertainty. And the feminine figure is the Anima offering the wisdom of intuition and inner knowing that reason alone cannot provide. Or imagine a dream where a man falls in love with a woman he has never seen before and wakes up with a powerful emotional resonance. Jung would interpret this as the Anima awakening a part of the dreamer's emotional or creative life that he has neglected, urging him to bring that vitality into waking consciousness. These dreams are not just fleeting illusions, they are messages rich with meaning, telling the dreamer what he must face, embrace, or develop in order to grow. Across cultures, mythologies, and religions, we see echoes of this archetype, the muse who inspires artists, the goddess who guides heroes. the mysterious feminine who appears in visions or stories, and Jung argued that this universality proves the archetypal nature of the anima, a shared psychological pattern rooted in the collective unconscious. The reason women appear in men's dreams so often is not personal coincidence, but human universality, a reflection of the deep structures of the psyche that connect us all. Jung also emphasized that ignoring these figures comes at a cost. The man who represses his anima may become one-sided, overly rational, emotionally numb, or creatively barren, while the man who engages with his anima develops emotional depth, empathy, imagination, and a connection to the transcendent dimensions of life. This is why Jung urged people to pay attention to their dreams, to write them down, to reflect on their symbolism, to ask themselves not, who was she, but what does she represent in me? If a dream woman appears joyful and inspiring, perhaps she is calling the dreamer to embrace his own creativity. If she appears critical or hostile, perhaps she is reflecting emotions he has long denied. If she appears as a wise guide, she may be leading him toward greater self-understanding or even spiritual awakening. Jung said that dreams are the guiding words of the soul, and in the anima, those words take shape in the form of the feminine, the voice of the unconscious, speaking through symbol and image. The task of the dreamer is to listen, to engage, to take the message seriously, because within these nightly encounters lies the possibility of transformation. Think about this carefully. The woman in your dream is not about her. She is about you. She is your own inner voice, your feelings, your imagination, your spiritual longing, appearing in a form you can recognize, and by engaging with her, you reclaim those parts of yourself and move closer to wholeness. This is why Jung considered the anima so important, and why he saw dreams of women as central to the male psychological journey. So the next time you wake from a dream where a woman appeared, whether she was a lover, a teacher, a critic, or a guide, pause before dismissing it. Ask yourself what qualities she embodied, what emotion she stirred, what path she pointed you toward, and consider that she may be your unconscious calling you to a deeper life. If you're still here, thank you for staying with me on this journey into Jungian psychology, and I encourage you to subscribe right now for more insights into the hidden depths of the human mind. Because every dream is a story waiting to be told, and every story carries a truth waiting to be discovered. Share your own dream experiences in the comments below. What women have appeared in your dreams, and what do you think they represent? Because in exploring these symbols together, we uncover not only personal insights, but universal patterns that connect us all. Remember, the anima is not an illusion. She is the voice of your inner life, and by listening to her, you honor the depths of your soul. Keep watching, keep reflecting, and never forget that sometimes the woman in your dream is not about her at all. She is about you, the deepest, most hidden part of you, waiting patiently to be seen, understood, and embraced.